So just a quick one. We're going to do the van tour, aren't we?
Very quick, very quick. Bish bash bosh.
Yeah, we're going we're on our way to Chalmurray in Sheffield, aren't we?
We are, yes.
So, how much of a budget did we do it on? Well, we'll tell you at the end. The big thing was, if we was going to drive all the way to Greece, you needed to be able to sleep properly, didn't you?
Stretch out.
And what was the problem?
I couldn't stretch out. You can't sleep sideways in a Sprinter. Not when you're 5'10" like me. I'm not 6'4".
You could, just with a bend, you had a little bit of a bend
your
on.
knees a bit, which is all right for a weekend, long weekend, even a week. I've done that. I couldn't do 3 months.
So are you gonna show them what the finished result of the pods?
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah, you show them the finished result of the pods, and I'll tell them how much it cost for the pods fitting and to buy them. The pods should have been 400 quid, but luckily our friend was working down south where there was, so we got them for £300. The fitting was on a discount, and it was because he'd not done them before, and we was like his trial van, and then he also knows that we do social media. You can sleep now because it's about 6'5", isn't it?
It's fan-dabby-dozy.
And even I sleep better in it, to be fair. We have tested it out. So the carpeting for the pods, the inside of the pods, we already had.
Yes.
We had the spray. The only thing we really had to buy to insulate it was the closed cell foam. We got a roll of that. I think it was $13.99 off Amazon. So that's what we used to insulate it. Then we carpeted, and then the pipe
insulation.
I think was about £6 from Screwfix.
Polyoctopus.
Yeah, Polyoctopus. We can lazy in bed now because we've got a tablet holder, which Darren will show you now.
So mornings are now spent relaxing in there, watching that bit of YouTube. Can't go wrong.
Darren! The next thing we wanted to do was, because we took the lockers down from the back so we can sleep either side, and we wanted to change the wardrobe. The wardrobe was full length, where we was going to put a shower there originally, and we changed it into a wardrobe, put the composting toilet underneath, the separating low underneath. So you did that, didn't you?
I did that, yes.
So you're going to show them what you've done in there, and then I'll give them the costings. The wood only cost us £3 because we got it from the charity bin in B&Q. And the clips to actually put the shelves on was £2.79. Yeah, the shelves. So put the shelves in there, and then so that give us a total of £5.79 to finish the wardrobe off.
Oh, £5.79?
Yeah, because I'd already bought them.
You've been shoplifting again.
Well, no, I'd already bought the mirrors. We reused the handles from. We'd bought some for the other wardrobe, so we reused them. You did the inside, the middle bit using one of the wardrobe doors, and then you just cut down the rail at the top. We had a trip to IKEA, which was probably the most expensive part of it, because we spent £17 on packing cubes.
I'm back.
And then another job I set Darren was, you saw that we repurposed in that previous video, we put the gas struts up there, and I used to have to hold the cabinet, the cupboard up with my head. Well, that was where I used to put all my hair stuff, things like that. But I wanted to use the space under the bench, and I tasked you to put a drawing under there, didn't I?
Yeah, that was a fun 3 weeks putting that drawing.
He even used a router.
Yeah.
You did a real good job of that, though. I was very, very, very impressed. He didn't chop any fingers off.
Very shocked. Yeah, it worked.
And it's soft close. So the drawer is down here. Again, it cost us £4 for, let me just lift that up, £4, soft close, there we go. It cost us £4 for the wood from the charity bin again. The throws that we're sitting on, Temu special, they went down in price the more things you put in your basket, and I'd put some holiday clothes in. So they ended up costing us £12.82 for 2 throws, which I didn't think was bad. So that's that area finished.
Good old Timo.
Now it's on to one of my bright ideas. This was one of my better ideas. We'd ordered these, the shelves for inside the fridge. We'd ordered them off Leisure Direct. They was out of stock. They didn't say that when I ordered them, and they kept putting the delivery date back. And so I thought, I wonder if I can get them powder coated. And I did, and it cost me 20 quid. So instead of it costing near on £70 for the three trays, it cost 20 quid to save 50 quid. And then another upgrade at this end of the van that I wanted to do, we had a light under here, which really didn't really do much, did it?
I couldn't see when I was cooking.
Okay.
I couldn't see when I was cooking.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
So not only have we got light in the cupboard, but we've got light all the way under there in the cupboard so we can see what we're doing. I mean, yeah, we're probably not going to see the benefit of that until it's dark nights again.
Yeah.
But it's thingy. And so now on to the worktop. Now the worktop, I'd been putting tiles on, as you saw, on a shirt, and that's the finished result because I decided I was going to match the floor. So that cost me a grand total of £0. We had absolutely everything.
Music to my ears.
Absolutely everything in the shed, didn't we?
£0.
£0. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. That's probably one of my favourite bits that I did to the van, because I think, and this is just a piece of wood to cover, so we've got extra worktop space to cover the sink. But I think it all matches, don't you agree?
Beautiful. Grand job.
Grand job. So,
Don't forget my crap bag.
oh yeah, yeah. That was a gift. We got that given. I don't know why they put animal on it, because you're not an animal, but yeah, that's Darren's.
I
so
can
again,
be.
that was £0 because it was just to put his inhaler, the keys, everything like that, because he used to just, everything, all over here was scattered in Darren's stuff. His moisturiser, his hair products.
Lip balm.
Combs.
Alright. Taking the piss. It's a good job I ain't got a job.
Another job you did.
Yeah, I ain't got time to have a job these days.
When we took the lockers down, I didn't want to waste the doors. Under there, we had a curtain on there, and it looked a bit tatty. So what I did was, I just got something to fill that so we don't get a draft through, and repurpose the doors. And so now we've got a nice looking door. That was probably your hardest job of the van, wasn't it?
That job contained the most swear words.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, because it's a van. Nothing's level, nothing's square. No matter how hard you hit it with an hammer.
Right. Because we was trying to reduce weight, which is why we wanted to change the wardrobe doors as well, we got our table leg was made with scaffolding pipe and everything. Yes. It was really heavy. So we've got a fake leg and leg, and it cost us $63.99, I believe. And the worktop for it was £2.50 from the bag and bucket at the wood shop, not B&Q this time.
No, there's always a bag and bucket.
At the wood shop. Yeah. And it was perfect size. And what I did is I repurposed the tiles I'd bought to put on the worktop. I just used them to cover the tiles at the back of the cooker and to cover the tabletop. So now we've got a nice leg and leg, which matches the aesthetics of the van.
Aesthetics?
Aesthetics of the van.
Where did you get that word from?
I just plucked it out of thin air. It's because my brain works right these days. Aesthetics. So yeah, and I use them for the tiles at the back of the worktop as well, just so that freshen that area up, and they're staying stuck. Whereas they didn't stay stuck on the actual wood, did they?
No, well they did for about a week.
Yeah. And
then you'd sit there and go, that one's, and you start picking it, and so yeah.
And that's the inside of the van all sorted. We're complete. Oh, you have got one job left on the inside of the van.
Oh,
torn. You need to find a home for 2 fire blankets and the new powder fire extinguisher, because our old one was out of date.
I don't need them unless I cook.
Well, I think we're going to put one at that end of the van and one at this end of the van. Yeah. And then that's just got to be somewhere like easy accessible up there or something. So, but then it's onto the outside.
What?
What we did on the outside of the van.
Oh God.
What do you mean, oh God?
I thought it was finished.
No, we've got to do the outside of the van and then we'll give them the full costing. Can't do half a job.
Why not? I usually do.
Well, no you don't. You've been real good.
Good boy.
So, outside. Take 2 because Darren didn't press record. I'm going to do this really quick now because I'm freezing.
Is it that orange button that I press?
Yes.
I'll learn that one day.
So, as you saw in a previous video, I was doing the filler for the door. That cost us nothing because we basically had everything in the shed. What we did have to update was, and get more of, was sandpaper and miscellaneous stuff like that, which cost us 13 quid. Masking tape to mask around the windows and everything before we painted the van cost £3.95. We had a roller set for £8.15, but then had to buy a finishing roller because you could still see the roller marks. You can in some places still, but it's a lot better than it was. The primer for the pods cost us £6.7 because they're acrylic, and we had to put that on before we put the Raptor on. Unfortunately, the Raptor we got was the roller stuff and it wasn't very good. I wish we'd done spray, but it's turned out okay. That was £32, I don't know if I said that. The actual paint for the van was £68.99 delivered, and it took 3 coats. We've got enough left in the shed for another coat if we need to, or to touch up and stuff. We already had some black spray for the bumpers, which was left over from the last time I did those. And so I think that's about it. I think she's turned out all right. I think she looks really nice. The recovery boards we've put on, we did actually have them in the boot, but yeah, they're now on the van. So do you want to know how much it's all cost?
I don't really, but I suppose I best.
Well, considering we spent £300 on the actual pods themselves, I don't think we've done bad. It's cost us a total of £618.25.
That's not too bad. That's acceptable to a Yorkshireman.
It is, isn't it? I think we've done a real good job. If you like what we've done, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe because we're going to Greece, and you'll then want to see whether or not.
You might mention that.
You really might want to see whether or not this old girl can make it to Greece. That's an adventure in its sense.
These 2 old farts can make it there as well.
Yeah. And £618 doesn't include the pods fitting. We still did a budget for under £700, so you can work out yourself how much it cost us to have the pods fitted. Stop it. We're going to go to Almuria now, aren't we? But before that, we've got a very important game to watch, haven't we, on the rugby?
A big day in Hull today. It's the Challenge Cup quarter-finals, Hull KR against Hull FC, which means nothing to any of you. But in Hull, it's a very big day. Yeah,
and we're Hull KR fans, Rovers, up the Robins.
Up the Robins!
Yes, come on. Bye!
When the red robin comes, bop, bop, bobbing